What's up? What's up? It's your boy 3CP, and this is the week 7. Yes, we're gonna do it again. Week 7 NFL highlights. Well, NFL recap. Week 7. I didn't put my camera on because I'm just lazy as hell and I don't feel like setting all that stuff up. So, yeah, we're gonna start off with the first game right now. And as you see, the Kansas City Chiefs are beating the Cincinnati Bengals 21-7. But starting off with the first game, the Chargers and the Titans. Close game though. With Phillip Rivers, Phillip Rivers was throwing dice though. He was really out there making plays. But Mariota, he's still a good quarterback. I like Mariota and everything. I just think that he just needs he needs some more weapons offensively. I think if he give him one good star receiver, like a Julio Jones or somebody like that. I think you give him somebody like that to Mariota, and I think they'll be out. Cause they got a good running game. Got Deion Lewis and they got the guy this is DeMarco Murray still there. Well, I know Derrick Henry, but yeah, Phillip Rivers is 4-2, well 5-2, doing his thing, and a good thing that I hope that I didn't get to watch a lot of the games today, but hopefully Darren James did some good stuff again so he can keep getting the MUT card, and I keep getting it because I got his rookie premiere, so I'm glad that he's having a good season. So yeah, moving on, we're gonna go with Chicago and New England. Wow, this game was crazy, y'all. This game was absolutely crazy because the Bears almost could have won this game and tied it up at least. But this Tom Brady, man, the dude just finds ways to win the game. Let down, whatever he just finds ways to do stuff. And the defense for the Patriots, they're not that good. I think that's what's gonna do them in during the playoffs. Cause I know they're probably gonna make the playoffs, but I think what's gonna do them in, and they're gonna lose to somebody like the Chiefs again. I think they're gonna move with the Chiefs again. Somewhere down the line, but I think they're gonna the defense is gonna do him in. Brady won't be able to just save him all the time. But this dude, Trubisky, man, did you see how this dude was running the ball? This dude did you see that one where he was just shaking and juking? That dude, I think they gonna upgrade his Madden his Madden stats. Wow, Butterfingers right there. The dude they gotta he gotta get more speed and more elusiveness in his Madden and just his regular teams and regs. He gotta get an update. Because the dude was just out there looking crazy. But they tried to do a Hail Mary and he almost got in. It was crazy how White almost got in. Here, there's the play. Watch, look at this dude. This dude's out here looking like Michael Vick. What? This dude Mixed Trubisky though. Hey, I'm gonna start playing with the brain. I'm gonna start playing with the Bears and Reds. See what Trubisky can do. Well, let's move on. The dude. It's not really much to say about this game. Not much to say about this game, but the Bills are terrible. The Bills are absolutely terrible. How did they beat the Vikings? What was going on? I don't know. Maybe the Vikings were just drunk that night or that day, that week. But Andrew Luck just had his way with the Bills. He just pretty much had his way. And look at these. Is Peterman still the quarterback? I think. Let me look at the stats here, because I know that Nate Peterman is by far the worst quarterback I've ever seen. Just all hands down. I can't see the stats, but anyway, the Bills are just the Bills, and nothing you can say about it. They're just bad. Dudes retiring in halftime. They're just a bad team, and there's just nothing you can say about it. But they're just bad. I don't know what the hell happened. Everything fell apart for them. They was out last year. They was okay. Tyrod Taylor and all they're supposed to have a good defense and everything, but it's just not working. And they're fumbling. They're just losing the ball. They just needed to start over next season. I think they're gonna be the team that gets the first pick of the draft. I'm pretty sure they will get the first pick of the draft. But yeah, they're bad. Go to Houston and Jacksonville. Blake Bortles gets benched because the dude, Blake Bortles, he's a terrible quarterback. He sucks. I'm surprised he stayed as long as he did in the starting lineup now. But they put him out for Kessler. You know, when Kessler came in trying to do something, a few things. But you know, actually, you can say Blake Bortles is bad, but you know, the Jaguars have never really been a big explosive offensive team because they really just never had any offensive weapons when they signed. Then they got Fournette. You know, he's hurt. I think he's hurt. Is he hurt? But they got Yeldon back there. But you know, you haven't seen a Jag receiver like this, a standout Jaguars receiver since gotta be since Rod Smith. Well, y'all don't know who that is. Y'all younger guys might not even know when the Jags first came around. When the Jags first came in the league, they were actually a pretty good team. I think during their first year they was kind of bad, but they made the playoffs before, and it was Mark Brunell was the quarterback at the one time, and they had I believe it was Rod Smith. Was it that's called his name Smith? Yeah, he was one of their guys. He was pretty good. So Jalen Ramsey is getting destroyed out here by the dude Hopkins, man. Yeah, Jalen Ramsey, he can't do no more talking. He just need to shut up. He thinks you can't mumble. We can't go by bad mouthing and talking like how Rudy Sherman used to come out and just talk trash and stuff. Jalen Ramsey just needs to shut up, play some football because he's getting beat every single week, like week after week after week. He's just getting beat, and there's nothing he can do about it. So yeah, Jalen Ramsey is he's not the best corner in the league right now. That's got to go to somebody else, not Jalen Ramsey. The Jaguars defense is just, they're not what they used to be. I don't know what the hell happened. I mean, my Cowboys put a beating on them, and they pretty much just gave it up. I guess the defense just said, hey, we're finna stop playing because Blake Bortles is out here throwing picks and just throwing interceptions, and we got to be out here to save the game. We got to save the day every week, and they just got tired of playing. Or because they're not playing no D, and that's what it is. Jaguars, they're gonna do something, or they're gonna be looking on the outside of the playoffs, looking in, trying to get in. So we're gonna move on. He should have picked that. He really should have picked that. The Lions and the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins. Another thing you can't say much about these two teams. I mean, Detroit. You expect them to win this game. Yeah, I know Miami started off with the undefeated thing, 3-0, but we got look what they got at the quarterback. They got Brock Osweiler, and you just can't have no faith in that guy. No faith. I know they got the win last week and all that, but no, don't put your faith in Brock Osweiler because it's not going to be. It's not going to work for you. He's going to take 7. It's just the Dolphins are just what they are. They're the Dolphins. Yeah, they got a good. They're coming in 4-2. They're still winning record, but it's just. I guess they just got the luck of the draw and just kind of just lucked up with those 3 wins. It just everything fell into place for them early in the season. But I think they're going to start falling apart, and you're going to see a lot of losses coming this way. Especially because the Patriots are coming back. They're going to lose. They're going to beat the. Did they ever lose to the Patriots? I know they lost, but yeah, they're going to see the Patriots again, and it's just going to be. It's not going to work out for them. So we're going to go to the Minnesota Vikings and the Jets. The defense for the Minnesota Vikings. Better game. They've been kind of a joke for the last few weeks. Well, since that Buffalo game, I thought that was a joke, but. Kirk Cousins and this dude Adam Thielen, man, I gotta hand it to him. I've always not been sold on Kirk Cousins. I haven't been sold on him, but I think he's a okay quarterback. I think he's a good quarterback. And Adam Thielen, they say he's the #1 receiver in the league right now. The dude is just straight up burning. Look at that, this 1-on-1, it just burn. He runs good routes, he can catch, he just does everything that he's supposed to do. and he makes great plays, and he's got the good hands. Like Adam Thielen is a beast, and I think I would have him on my team if I was trying to build a team with some receivers. I would need, he's a good. You can put him in a slot. You can put him anywhere. Like, yeah, Adam Thielen, he's the truth. So, the dude Sam Darnold though, he had a few good plays. Kind of played bad later, but he's kind of on ups and downs. He's a rookie though. You gotta, you can be a rookie, and you're gonna come through. You're gonna end up having some of these games where everything won't go your way, but you gotta just push through. Gotta fight, and they couldn't do much against the Vikings this week, so hey, I don't see them doing anything anyway. Like the Jets, playoffs or nothing. I don't see them doing that. They might be like a 8-7, 7-7, something like that, 6-10 type team, but nothing else, nothing special. So we're gonna keep moving on. This dude Adam Thielen, wow. And going on to the Carolina Panthers and the Eagles. This was a good game. A good game because the Panthers were down and they came back and beat the Eagles. And I myself, I'm being a Cowboys fan. I don't like the Eagles at all. But when they did have Michael Vick on the team, I had a little spot for him because Michael Vick's my favorite player and everything. But Carson Wentz, like the dude, he's showing that he's a good quarterback. Like, look at the throws he make. Look at the catch Alshon Jeffrey made though. But I don't see him going back to the Super Bowl or nothing like that. Like this year with the NFC East being so up and down, it's gonna be close. Like they're not out of it at all. Especially with the Cowboys losing. And now the Redskins got the 2-game lead, or the 1-game lead. Well, in the division, they got a 2-game lead because they played 2 division games. But you never know. Like, these teams got to meet up with each other soon. So, it's going to be a real big race for the Eagles. You can cut the Giants out of it because they're pretty much out. But you never know. You know how the Giants, they do one of those, how they won the Super Bowl that one year where they started off bad and ended up on a winning streak. And maybe the game tonight, well, tomorrow, the Monday night game, maybe that's where they start their winning streak, and maybe that's where they end up coming back to where they're supposed to be. But I think you just count the Giants out of it. We can just go with the Redskins, Eagles, Cowboys. It's gonna be like, it's gonna go down to the end of the season, to the last game. But back to this game though, the dude, you gotta say about I'm losing my thoughts here. But the guy, Panthers, Cam Newton, yeah. Cam Newton though. Cam Newton came out the second half and was balling, man. He came out in the second half this on fire. I mean, making good throws. With he can run the ball. He's big. And he can just do everything. And then you got the guy McCaffrey who can catch the ball out the backfield. He's a great receiver, good speed, good run. They just do what they can just do all kinds of things. And look at this dude blocking. Look at Cam Newton back there blocking for you. Like, come on now. A lot of quarterbacks are not going to be running downfield trying to lead block for you like that. You don't find that a lot. But yeah, the Panthers, if they had this team right here, if this team was playing in that Super Bowl that they lost to Peyton Manning, I believe this team would have beat those Broncos. I believe this team would have beat the Broncos, and I was definitely going for the Cam Newton in the win because I like some Cam Newton, but the dude, I mean, look at him. He just big, and he's a loser. He's got good speed for a big guy too. Like they got a real good team. Panthers gonna be something to mess with, and we'll see what that happens if they and the Rams meet up with the Rams. It might be one of those games where it might be one of those playoff games, classics. But we'll see what happens. The Eagles lose, and of course I'm happy about this. This is my Cowboys lost. So, but anyway, we keep going on. to the Browns and the Buccaneers. Man, NFL kickers, man. Well, the dude from the Buccaneers, he missed the kick, right? And I thought, yeah, the Browns were going to come back in overtime, win this game because that dude missed the kick. But the Browns ended up not being able to pull it out in overtime for the fourth overtime game. They did win one, but 4 overtimes this season, like, the Browns are not a bad team. If everything falls into place for the Browns, just think about it. If everything fell into place for the Browns, no missed field goal from Zane Gonzalez, no the overtime debacles that they've had where they lost, besides that one blowout game they lost last week, this team could easily be undefeated. Just think about that. This Browns team could easily be undefeated right now, or at least 5-1 or something. I mean, because they've been playing, and they've been playing to the potential where they can beat a lot of teams. It's just things just not in place. Because if Baker Mayfield starts the first of the season, I think a few of those, at least 2-3 of those games, they're winning in those games in overtime. I think Baker Mayfield gives them a way better chance to win now, because he's just a good quarterback. I like Tyrod Taylor though. Don't get me wrong. I think even with Tyrod Taylor they could have still won, but Baker Mayfield he's just better, and he's just an all around better quarterback. But they didn't end up doing what they need to do. Jameis Winston came out throwing some good passes and throwing dots and stuff at the end of the game to get them down there to kick the 59-yard field goal, though. That was crazy. 59 yards. Kickers will miss the most easiest field goals, and then they'll make a 60-something yard field goal, 59 yard. But a chip shot, these dudes will miss. Like, you just don't know what to do with these kickers. Like, you never want to bet. Put your money on a kicker. Never put your money on kickers. Don't think, okay, we got game-winning kick. This kicker's gonna make this kick. Or like, oh yeah, we're good. No, the kickers will let you down, and we're gonna go to the next game, and that's exactly what happened here. Kicker missed the extra point, but Drew Brees in this Ravens and Saints game, Drew Brees is he's 500 touchdowns now, 500 career touchdowns. He's joining, I believe, Peyton Manning and I get it along. I know it's Peyton Manning, Rodgers, something like that, Brady, something like that. But the Saints offense, is nasty. Like, it's real. It's a good. It's just they got Kamara, and I like how they got that guy Hill right here. As he doing the fake punt. It's the Tyson Hill guy. Yeah, the dude, he does everything. This dude's out here blocking. This dude can run the ball, kick return. Like, I like that how they got him doing like that. They kind of same thing they kind of doing with Lamar Jackson over. Besides, Lamar's not doing everything like Tyson Hill is, but I like how they put him in the offense. They utilize him more. They put him in on Wildcat, stuff like that. And I think that's one thing that makes the Saints offense so unique. And it's like, and Drew Brees, Drew Brees is gonna score. He's gonna light you up with. He's gonna at least put up 200-300 yards a game, like, easily. And they're gonna score points. And then you got to come out and worry about this other guy, this Tyson Hill guy, who's just running around doing whatever he wants to do. What are you game playing? Who do you game plan for? Because you got a game plan for 2 quarterbacks. It's crazy. And like you said, like the dude Thomas and Breeze, like, they just have a good chemistry right now. And like they just got a all around good team right now. They got Kamara, they got Ingram and everything. They got the 2 running backs, good running backs, receivers good, two quarterbacks. I mean, the Saints they're just all around good. The defense, the Saints defense, it was supposed to be better last year, but the guy Lattimore. I actually think he could probably be a better cornerback right now than Jalen Ramsey, because Ramsey's kind of just been bad. But yeah, this was a pretty good game though, and Joe. Guess my thing is Joe Flacco. He knew that he had all this talk about, Lamar Jackson just got drafted, and then we got a RG3 on the field and everything. Like we see here with Lamar Jackson on a little wildcat there. That's just what he do. And then he's like, I think Joe Flacco's playing on the chip on his shoulder. Like, yeah, I gotta show y'all that I'm still the man out here. I'm the one that won a Super Bowl. He's trying to show y'all, hey, I'm still the quarterback here, and he's been playing way better than he's normally been playing throughout the years. Like, Joe Flacco's not been the type of guy to just throw big 300-400 yard games a game and stuff, and throw touchdowns. But he's kind of like he was like a game manager type guy. But the way he's been playing this year has been way different, because he's got that guy Lamar Jackson behind on the sideline, waiting to come in when he messes up. So yeah, I think that's one big reason why Lamar Jackson why Flacco's playing good, because he knows that his starting job could easily be gone in a second, because if the people want Lamar Jackson, they gonna put him in if he starts going bad. But moving on to the game I hate to talk about, but we got to, because this is NFL recap, and the Cowboys and the Redskins. The Cowboys defense is posted number one. Came into this game number one defense, but right there wasn't looking like number one. With that, I don't know what the hell happened there though. But yeah, once we get, they get Gregory and all those other guys, all the people that's hurt and injured, and everybody that's on suspension, whatever. Once the Cowboys get the whole defense back, this defense is gonna be real, real good. Like, it's already good now, but just think about it. Like, the Cowboys last year defense was terrible, and they really got the not even much changed. The same guys really lost a few people, so I guess that means that, like, the defense that they had last year, they just needed to get rid of some guys and move some people up, and I guess that's what happened, and they just playing way better, but they couldn't get it done against check down Alex Smith. Dak still getting no protection back there, no receivers to throw to. That's the thing. The biggest thing, like, I just know, like, even if Dez Bryant was still the Dez Bryant he was last year, dropping passes and stuff, just put him on the field. I think the Cowboys win this game. But that right there, Dak, when that dude Gallup though, I do think this Gallup guy is gonna be something pretty good. But as a number one receiver, Beasley is good. He's the man, but he's not that type of number one guy you can depend on. He's too small, too short. But I think just having Dez on the field just creates more mismatches. Like, people like Dez can, if Dez just would have stayed and just did what Larry Fitzgerald does. Fitzgerald's in the slot. He does whatever he wants to do, wherever they put him, and he still makes plays. That's what he should have did. Took the pay cut, and I think Dez would have had a better year. I think Dez could have had a better year if he would have just stayed with the Cowboys and just took the pay cut. But dude, Adrian Peterson though, this dude, I think he's a good. The Redskins did a good thing picking him up, because Adrian Peterson is still playing out here like he's in his younger days. He's like 30, 32, 33 or something like that, and he's still out here playing like this. But the biggest story about this game is the guy who missed the kick. Everybody says it's not the kicker's fault. People say it is the kicker's fault. They say it's the offensive coordinator's fault for not going for the touchdown. You can blame a lot of people, but at the end of the day, you still got to make this kick. You have to make that kick. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have to make the kick. You got one job, and that's just to kick the ball. And NFL kickers all year have just been sucking, week after week. What are these dudes doing? What are they? Do they even practice kicking? I mean, what do they do when they go to practice? What? I don't know. I'm just disgusted with every kicker in the league, and it's just I can't believe that kickers are just so bad this year. I mean, and plus he makes kicks like that. He makes the early on, but then later during the game, he can't make a kick to tie the game up. Who knows what would happen in overtime? I mean, well, Dak did make a lot of mistakes though, especially that right there, fumbling in the end zone. You know, Dak he was trying to do too much. But think about it, we don't got no receivers. People can't get open. It's just and the Redskins defense is they're really keeping their team. Their defense is way better than the offense. Like the Redskins defense is what really been helping this team get to 4-2. But Cowboys got the bye week, so we'll see what happens there. Got to regroup and come back at the next game and see what happens. But Redskins win it, and they're number one in the division now. And we get to this last game, which is not much to say. 49ers and Rams. The Rams, they spent a lot of money, bringing a lot of people. And this team is like, this is what they paid for. This is pretty much what the team, the GM and that front office wanted. They're like, hey, if they was that close last year to getting into the Super Bowl, they just got a few more pieces, then hey, they can make it, and that's what they're doing. You know, they're just a good team. Got Todd Gurley, you know, and the 49ers, you know, they're not just you gotta. I just wrote them off once Garoppolo left the game and got hurt. You can pretty much write the 49ers out, even though they almost had a good game against the they really pretty much almost beat the Green Bay Packers. You know, they really surprised me. I mean, they're playing way better than they did last year, but still, I think Jimmy Garoppolo being out, if he's been playing, I think the 49ers do win a few of these games they lost. I believe they would be winning a few more games, and but the Rams they're just that good right now. They got defense, they got offense, they got the whole total package. They're just a good team all around. But we'll see what happens, what type of team, what's going on down the road. I don't believe no team's gonna go undefeated. Like the Patriots almost did it they did it, but they lost the Super Bowl. So but I think they're down. You know, I still get the Rams. You know, 15-1 at the best, 15-1. But at the most, I say 14-2. I think they'll go about 14-2. But that's what it is, man. NFL recap of the Giants and the Falcons are tomorrow, as you saw, and the Kansas City Chiefs are beating the Cincinnati Bengals pretty bad. So there's not much to say about that there. But that's it is, man. NFL recap week 7. So if you like these, like you said, drop a like, and we're gonna be back for some more. It's going down.